you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream, and we're just waiting in line to wake up?
Know what you know. Hey, yo, we back. We are back. We are back. We are back for another week, man. Yo, thank you everybody, man, for all the love, for the subscriptions. Yo, straight up, it might not be huge to anybody else, but I hit 100 subs this week. I was my man Dave. I was at my guy JD that was on last week. I was at his house, man, and I had 99 subs, and Dave came through. I hit 100, man. Hey, shout out to you, Dave. Thank you, man. 100 subscribers, and most of that is organic, man. Straight up, man. This podcast and stuff, man. This media stuff is not for the weak-hearted. It's really not, man. You got people that some people, man, they just hate. But if you hate and watch, that's cool with me, man. If you dislike me, man, still watch it. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe so you can hate live. I really appreciate y'all that are watching, man. I try not to pay attention to anything like that, but I appreciate everybody, man. Is very supportive, very supportive. I appreciate everybody that every week, man, they on the Instagram. People are supporting the Instagram. People are supporting the YouTube, the Facebook, the TikTok. I got to stay up on those, man, because it's not easy, man. This thing is not for the faint of heart. If y'all watched last week, man, we had a dope show last week. You know what I'm saying? With my man Dre. He talked a little bit. It was a different kind of show. It was very much so, man. Some people I'm sure nobody said anything about it, man. But some people were really, it was about weed. They probably weren't used to that. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank everybody, man, for that did support. You know what I'm saying? My man Andre Renee, he was on the week before that, and we talked about human trafficking. He really hit human trafficking. He's an author. He writes books. Y'all, please, man, go and support this man. He really has a dream, man, of helping people out and helping out those that have been abused, children that have been abused. He's a children's author, but he writes on the adult level too. Y'all check him out, arwrites.com. You guys go buy a book, man. If you want to help somebody, man, the books are not that expensive. I ran out and I told him I would get it. Behind Her Smile. I went and got that one from him. Went and talked to him, man. He said he wrote that book, man. He said his eyes were not dry when he wrote that book. I believe he said it took him 2 years to write that book. So y'all check him out, man. Also, we got Gina. Her event is coming up. We got the Distinguished Authors Awards Guild. I always mess it up, Gina. Forgive me. Always, man. I always do something to kind of mess it up. So I'm gonna run her ad right now. Yo, I got it right. The Distinguished Author Guild Award. Y'all check out Gina, man. I think she's gonna be announcing. No problem, Gina. No problem. I think she's gonna be announcing. Uh, I believe she's gonna be announcing. Gina, forgive me if I'm wrong, but are you announcing the not the winners because you're doing that at the awards? You would be announcing the candidates, the finalists for the awards, I believe. So she's gonna be doing that soon. Y'all check her out, man. Gina's also an author of children's books. Dope individual, man. She's on Dope Living TV Live. Greg Gray, as always, man. Man, I just thank you, man. Thank all of you guys. Thank you all for just always supporting me, man. Always supporting me. Y'all, Greg Gray, from day one, he came through and he's been just a help to me, man. Just not even asking for anything in return, man. Just help me out. He kind of put me on. And then everybody else just followed. Mo B, Gina, Marcy, always, they're always so uh just so supportive, man. Supportive, and they don't have to be. They don't have to be, man. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all with all of my heart. Uh, Also, I want to give a shout out to my man, Uncle Merv. He might not be watching right now, but he's still going through his stage 4 cancer treatment. And last week, I said I was going to run that VNO Vibes that he's in, and the VNO Vibes is not dead. We are still trying to put that together, man. I'm just trying to gather people up. My man Dave Armand, I'm waiting for Unc to come back. But yo, I got that, man. I got that. I went out, I told him I was gonna grab it and try to upload it, and I got it for you. So VNO Vibes. I know.
What you heard was nothing but the vibe.
It's a vibe. Feels like only yesterday that we were together. When you say goodbye, I know you meant forever.
I'm so close to you. Tell me what to do. We're so far apart. It's breaking my heart. Feels like only yesterday that we were together. When you say goodbye, I know you meant forever. I'm so close to you. Tell me what to do. We're so far apart. It's breaking my heart.
Hey yo, check us out, man. It's coming. It's coming soon. Just life moves so fast sometimes, man. And so, but it's coming. It's coming. Uh my sister, man, a couple weeks ago, y'all might have caught me, man. My sister is getting married. Uh if you didn't hear the story of my sister, man, go back and check me out a couple weeks ago. It was I think I just did an impromptu type episode. Gray came through, man. Mo B came through, life coach Jeff came through, and we just rained love on each other, man. And I mentioned my sister. My sister has been through a battle, y'all. She's been through a battle with her health, and I'm just so happy to announce that my dear sister is getting married, man, to a wonderful cat. And I went ahead and stole this video, and this is the last one. I want to highlight my sister, man, because I love her.
'Cause some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby, and some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing, baby, if I ain't got you.
Yo, hey, man. Brandy, shout out to you and Dom. You got less than a month before y'all are able to be together. Shout out to you, man. I love you. I appreciate you for being there for me and always being supportive. Thank you so much. Uh, I have tonight, man. I hope that we having a little bit of background difficulties, but my man Mike, man, great dude, y'all. He's a great dude. My man is. I met him as an iron worker. Always been a boxer. I believe Mike was a boxer, the championship boxer, not just a boxer, not somebody that did it on the side, not somebody that went to the gym. Uh, Mike was a championship boxer. He became an iron worker, and I met Mike out in the field. And I mean, when I met Mike, I met him on a job. So you got to understand, being an iron worker is already, it's kind of it can be physically draining, man. If anybody's an iron worker, shout out to you. If anybody works construction, period, man, I ain't gonna lie. If you out there, you either in the elements, in the sun, if you work in Chicago, in the cold, in the cold, in the cold, in the cold. Yo, uh we are out there, man, in the elements. You know what I'm saying? Uh and shout out to Mike, man. When I met this dude, man, this dude was boxing, like going to the gym before work, going to the gym after work. He had to cut weight sometimes, man. I watched this dude lose like 30 pounds in a week because he had a fight coming up. I'm eating. This dude is not eating. This dude he's dedicated, man. Like when people say championship boxer, man, it's a reason why they say that. Like if you throw championship on there, man, that means that it's a lot of dedication, man, that's involved that people don't see. I know from just doing this, man, just doing this podcast, man. You guys see me every week on Sunday. You don't see the amount of dedication and my heart that goes into this, man. I'd sit down probably for about every episode. I sit down for about 3 hours before the show. And because I'm a perfectionist, man. Anybody that works with me now, especially, you probably, I mean, they at some point in time they probably dislike me because I'm not hard on people, man. I'm hard on myself, but I just want everything to be, I want it to be perfect, man. This podcast, man, is in my heart. I believe it's gonna help somebody. I want it to be perfect. I want it to be something. So with that being said, man, like, dude, Mike is he has to be a perfectionist at heart, man. This dude, you don't understand, bro. I watched this man lose about 30 pounds in a week. Like when I say a week, like usually you don't see people lose weight. You just, if you see him and then you don't see him and then you see him again, you're like, oh, you lost some weight. But no, you, as people lose weight, you usually don't see it. I watched him, man. I watched him leave and go to the gym after work. I watched him coming into work, man. His day started way before ours did, man. And we talking about work hard. He was already working. We was sleeping. And he went so hard, man, that my man, he became a championship boxer, man. My man boxed on the Mayweather Pacquiao undercard in Vegas. This dude is the real deal, man. And it seems like whatever he does, man, he going hard in the paint. I can appreciate people like that, man. I love the heart, man. I love the heart that's in it. Without further ado, V&O, here we go. My man, Mike Jimenez. What's up?
What's up, my brother?
Bro, I'm so happy, man. Dude, again, man, I keep thanking you, but thank you so much, bro, for doing this, man. I appreciate you to the utmost, man. You don't understand. You didn't have to do this, bro. You didn't have to do this, but you got a story to tell, man. You have a story and a half, bro.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. There was a couple little digital malfunctions on the way to here, but hey, man, we're all good. I'm up in Wisconsin. I'm up at the in-laws lake house, and
Right.
I love it up here. It's all great, but you know, we're in Wisconsin. Connection is not as good as it is in Chicago, so we're all good. We're all
man,
good. I'm happy to be here.
Right.
Happy to be a part of it, and happy to talk to you and share what I can about my story.
I appreciate you, man. I understand Wisconsin is not the city, bro. So like when you told me that you had technical difficulties, I try to stay calm, man. My man Greg Gray always tell me, man, just, if you have something going on in the background, bro. It was an earlier episode, man. My brother-in-law, just I had him on. My brother-in-law, man, I would say that my brother-in-law is a millionaire. He's dropping a book here soon. He owns his own security firm. He's got his hands in a lot of things, man. And he took some time. He just dropped out of an episode. Like I'm talking to him, he drops out. Greg was producing me. He brings me in. When I looked at it, you couldn't even tell, bro. So from there, I was like, you know what, man? I want this to be professional, but I've learned to just stay calm, man. I totally understand. I appreciate you because, like I told you, I did not realize this is a holiday weekend, and you still agreed to it.
You know what? I did know it was a holiday weekend. I did kind of know the situation. And then I kind of told my wife, and she was like, well, why would you do that? Well, we're going to be, hanging with the fam on Labor Day weekend. I was like, well, we normally don't do too much. We just hang, we do our thing. We have a couple of drinks, whatever. We don't do too much. And then she's like, yeah, but still. And I'm like, I'm able to do it. Like, it's all good. So luckily it worked out. Luckily it didn't too much get in the way. But it's all good. So again,
I say, man,
I'm happy to be here and happy to help out.
Thank you, man. I say who better to have, bro, than like for your position right now, it's Labor Day. You know what I mean? It's like union weekend. You know what I mean? And for your position now, man, what's your position? We're gonna go backwards. But right now, man, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, so starting from where I'm at right now, I am they use me as a union rep and an organizer. I'm now with the International of the Organizers, Ornamental and Reinforcing and all that union.
Workers,
there's a really long title that goes along, and I'm still trying to get used to it. But for myself, I'm either an iron worker or I'm just an organizer. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun, kind of just gaining ground, gaining knowledge, and just learning along the way. And I'm rubbing shoulders with a lot of the big wigs and kind of just learning with a lot of the guys that have done what I've done in the past. And kind of gaining not just knowledge, but experience from them, and gaining kind of a different word than experience would be, kind of just learning from their battle scars and learning from
their mistakes,
the scars that have healed over the years that they have gone through, because you learn real quick in what I'm doing now. It's not an easy job. You don't just show up, do your 8 hours and hopefully get overtime and get your pay and get your dues and get out. You show up and, unfortunately, you get motherfucked sometimes. You get the door slammed in your face. You get people that talk down to you, and it's not always the best thing. But in my case, people that know me like you do, and other people know that I'm a very easygoing individual. I'm a very laid back and just kind of go with the flow kind of guy. So let's say a guy does slam the door in my face, does motherfuck me, does talk down upon our union. I'm cool with it. All right, cool. That's cool. That's cool. But let me tell you what we got to offer. Let me talk to your guys and let them know what we got to offer. Let me talk to them on the other side. I kind of dig my foot in the dirt and let them know, like, I'm not gonna go away easy. So what I'm doing now is a lot of educating and letting people know what they're deserved, what they're owed. You're doing the same work, if not at a less effort than us. You're doing the same work as us, just for less pay and zero benefits. Let me show you what the union can do for you. Let me show you what a union contract can give to you, and not just you, but you and your family for the future. There's a lot that we have to offer. There's a lot that we have to give. It's not just the pay. For some people, it might be the money. For other guys, they don't care about the money. For some guys, it might be the insurance. It might be the benefits. It might be the apprenticeship and the training that we give and that we offer. And for other guys, they don't care about some things that other guys do care about.
Right.
You have to nitpick a little bit and see what guys want and what some guys don't care about, so
Yeah,
you know where to kind of attack them at.
no
But that's what
doubt.
I'm doing now is I'm traveling around the country and I'm talking to guys and I'm using my story, like you've talked about,
Yeah,
as a point to talk to union workers and talk to
yeah,
guys and let them know you don't gotta be, Joe Schmo from the middle of fucking Iowa. You don't gotta
right,
be Ron Reed from Chicago.
right,
You don't gotta be Ricky Ricardo from New York
right.
or I don't know, Joe Dirt from Alabama, Louisiana, wherever he's from.
Right.
Being a union worker, you can be from wherever, come from whatever, but a union contract brings us all together with the pay, the benefits, the backing, and more than
Mhm.
anything, that union brotherhood that brings us
Man,
all together and makes us that much stronger.
bro,
And
that's what it is, man. That's why I can sit with a championship boxer, y'all. Happy Labor Day to man, everybody in unions, man. But I can sit with a championship boxer because we have a common bond in ironworking. Uh it's not just ironworking, I somehow I think. Oh, there you go. Oh, did you mute? I'm sorry. It's not just ironworking. It's a brotherhood, man. No doubt. Greg Gray, my man, he said, "Do unions pacify workers that are not good workers?" Uh, man, I'm gonna answer that one, Mike, because you always get in the crowd, man. You're gonna have some bums in the crowd. You know what I mean? And but I think what a lot of people don't know about union work, man, is just because you're in the union don't mean you're working either. Because you're in the union, especially ironworkers union, man, you might be the cat on the sidelines. And it depends on how good of a worker, how hard you work. Your knowledge base. I know ironworkers union, man. We offer all types of upgrades that you can take, upgrade classes. You could take classes through the international. I'm talking about classes on how to be a foreman, classes on how to organize. You can be an instructor. You can be an international instructor. You could be a local instructor. It's so much you can do. So much you can do. Uh, so it's fine, Mike. I keep on mute you. It's fine, man. But yeah, man, it's you do. I mean, you do have to pacify sometimes. If it's a lot of work going on, sometimes you might get a couple bums, man. If work is thin, man, usually that's the averages. Work is like it's not always great. So when it gets back to normal, those guys not working.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if you wanted me to speak on that or not, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could, I
go
could
ahead, go
definitely
ahead.
speak on that a little bit.
Yeah,
So now that I work for the international, I've had the benefit of traveling around the country and speaking and talking to a lot of locals and workers from around the country. It kind of goes back to that old saying: the cream rises to the top. If
right.
you're a good worker, if you're well known, if you kind of get your word around, but more than anything, if your work speaks for itself and you're a good worker and you're doing your thing and you kind of get the job done and guys want you because they know you're going to get that job done, you might get, that call before other guys. But let's say you're a Joe Schmo and you're a very good worker and you qualify all across the board, but there's a couple things where, for example, there's a language barrier or there's a travel barrier or, there's some type of barrier that kind of stands in your way. There are things where, in the union, there are guys that, just like everybody, they kind of call their friends, call other guys. And that's kind of like the culture where we're trying to kind of get away from, whereas like, hey, if you're a good worker and you get the job done, you need to start calling those guys. You need to get those guys are gonna get the job done.
You're
But
right.
there are those cases where in other places, it's kind of like, hey, Ron's my boy. I know Ron's gonna get the job done. I'm gonna give
Yeah,
Ron a call before this guy who's been out of work for a little bit, but
right.
he I know this guy's gonna get the job done, even though I know this guy might get the job done too.
Right.
There are places where that happens a lot, and
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but that's kind of just the thing. And we're trying to like kind of get away from that and let guys know, like, hey, stick to the list, call guys, and if you are a good worker, if you do know how to run work, if you do have all the skills, like, yes, you may get that benefit to get the call before other guys, because if you don't have those skills, if you can't get the job done, yes, we are going to call guys before you. But that's because we're under a union contract where we're kind of tied down to a timeline. We're tied down to the understanding that as a union contractor, as a union iron worker, we're here to have those set standards. We're here to work to a set guideline and get the job done under a set standard of time standards and all of that.
Right.
You know,
No
and
doubt.
these guys want to get those guys that are going to get those jobs in. And, you know, it's unfortunate that sometimes those guys kind of get pushed aside, but
Yeah. No doubt, man.
work's really, really, really going to pick up. And if you're
Yeah.
that guy that has a good job,
Yeah.
you have a great set of skills, like your skills are going to be in need very, very soon. Because there is
Come on out to death row.
Come on down to death row.
Right. Come on to the Ironworkers Union.
I don't care. The good side, the dark side, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right. That's that Suge Knight line when he was trying to invite people to death row. Yeah. But yeah, no doubt, man. If you got a good set of skills, don't be on the outside looking in. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I missed that. I missed you.
We're not gonna hang you over in a balcony.
Right.
And give you that work. Come on.
Right. Exactly. Hey, man. Yeah. And this dude, it's bums. You know, people like some people, man, they say, oh, you know, if you're a bum, you get to hide in the union. But it's bums, man, in non-union too, bro. I gotta highlight this real quick, Mike. Before you came on, this is my nephew. My uncle. Unc, I ran the ad for you. We got the VNO vibes coming in hot, man. It's going to be hot. I'm waiting on you, Unc. You're going to get better, man. We praying for you. And my uncle Mike has he's dealing with stage 4 cancer right now, but he's gonna be running a spinoff of the VNO called the VNO Vibes, where they sit down and have adult talk, and you could curse a little bit more, I guess, than here. But
if he wants some, you know, new age cursing and all that, and he wants someone to just sit down and talk to him and got no one else to talk to, holla at your brother, Mikey Jimenez. I'm here to talk to him, man. I'm here for everybody.
And this the type of cat that we dealing with, man. You got a great heart. But without that, man, I just want to let people know we're not talking to no bum, so let's go ahead and run it.
Big shots landed.
Woo-hoo! Hey. Hollywood City.
Shots, yeah, shots. Good shots and massive punches there.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Chicago, Illinois, and I guess everyone watching in North America will be very happy to see the young man get back on the winner's circle after his recent.
Hey, man, you better let these cats know, man, if they're closing doors in your face.
You know, that's the thing about my job. First off, I appreciate the nice little welcoming into your podcast with all that. But second off, you know, my wife or my brother or some family, we meet some friends that don't know me like some other people know me. Oh man, this is this dude, you know, he used to do this, he used to do that. I'm, you know, my thing nowadays, I'm just like, hey man, I'm just a washed up married guy. I don't
Dude, you always so humble, man. Like, but bro, like sometimes you gotta let folks know, man. Look, don't be talking to me any old way. I didn't knock out people that can actually fight.
Yeah, it you know, if it ever kind of comes down to it, yeah, I guess in some type of way I gotta let them know. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm the same guy no matter what. Like I'm not gonna let these dudes know I know how to fight.
No doubt, man.
because even if like I don't know, in the middle of my heyday, in the middle of my prime, like you and I worked together. I
Yeah.
never told nobody I fought, but
Right.
it comes about and people know, and I like to let people know who I am just by being around me, meeting me, and just you know, my wife loves that, you know, when I introduce myself to people, whatever, I always say, I'm Mike Jimenez, the Iron Worker. Mike
Yeah.
Jimenez, the Iron Worker.
Yeah.
Always the
Yeah.
Iron Worker.
Yeah.
Later, you know, if you wanna find out, if people do find out later along the line that I was a boxer and then I am a boxer, whatever, boom, there it is.
Right.
But right off the bat, yeah, I'm an Iron Worker, and
It's bro, that's such a
over here. So, but
no.
anyway, yeah, you know, it's just I let you know I let them find out in their own way, and especially with my new position with the international,
Yeah.
we go to a lot of conferences and training conferences and stuff like that where I'm around, you know, 20, 30 guys from the international all around the country, new, old, whatever. No. And I don't tell these guys I'm a boxer just because I would like these guys to get to know me for Mike. For the Mike that you guys know, for the Mike that is like, oh, I'm Mikey Jimenez, that's what it is, and that's what I'm gonna be.
Right.
And I came to work one day to one of these training conferences, and my buddy from Tampa, Jose Hernandez, he's an organizer out of Tampa down there. He's like, hey man, I just gotta tell you, man, there's a text going on around you about you. And I'm like, about me? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know these people. And he's like, he's like, something about you're a boxer, and I'm like, yeah. You know, a lot of people don't know, but yeah, I'll fill you in. Somebody must have found out, whatever. So, but at the end of the day, you know, it's just that I'm an iron worker at heart. It's in my but it's in my family, and the boxing is something I just kind of started as like a fun side hustle, and that kind of took over, and I'm happy for what it did for me, for my family, and for my future, and kind of gave me that title under my name.
Right.
At the end of the day, like that was never gonna last forever. Whereas you're gonna retire as an iron worker, you know. Right. It's always gonna be with you, and you're always gonna hold that card. And that's just the way I kind of roll, man. And I'm happy for everything that boxing did for me, and I'm happy for the memories, and the memories not only they gave to me, but all the fans. And man, all them fight nights that were in town that all the iron workers came out to and everything, man. I remember I was in the news one time, like, oh yeah, like I understand you're an iron worker, like were all the iron workers there that night? And I'm like, they sold beer, right? I'm like, oh yeah, they were there.
They didn't come to watch me fight. I mean, they did, but
the brotherhood, they definitely backed me 110% always.
Yeah, always, man. Yeah.
And I had a blast, and I kind of just took it as more of a fun experience in my lifetime, and it just happened so fast. I didn't have enough time to grasp, you know, what it was and what it did. But now that it's all over, and I could look back on it, something that's kind of like kind of showed in respect to me. Now that I see people that I used to work with, and peers that I used to work with, and other people, it's just, man, the outpour of like respect people show me is just amazing. And
no doubt.
That goes a lot farther than anything. And I'm just happy that everything went well for me. And
no doubt,
I can put all that forward now into my work as a organizer and a rep for our Ironworkers Union now.
Right.
And just, you know,
no doubt. So let's look at looking backwards. First, my man Mo B off of Dope Living TV network, man.
Weigh 168 pounds. I didn't realize you had like live feed on here.
Yeah. I know you got a smaller screen. I got a whole monitor.
Left of the screen over there. My bad.
Right. Yeah. So what he was saying, what weight class are you in?
Super middleweight, 168 pounds is what I fought at. which is David Benavidez fights at that weight class. David Lemieux, who just got smoked by Benavidez. Canelo fights at that weight class. Triple G fights at that weight class. I mean, there's a handful of guys that fight at that weight class. So,
you man, what got me, man? 168 pounds, bro. When you taller than I am. I'm right at 6 foot. You what? 6'1", 6'2"?
6'1",
6'1". Right. So y'all gotta understand something, man. Bro, do you know anybody that don't know what it's like to have to cut some weight? I never cut weight before, first of all, but I can only imagine, bro. You're 6'1". You got to get down. You've been eating, say you've been living your life. Now it's fight time. You got to get down to 168 pounds, bro. When you was going down to 168, I was running up to like 250. I'm shorter than you are. That's crazy,
it's
bro.
funny. We came up to the in-laws' lake house yesterday, and we stopped at a Starbucks, and my wife got like a spinach and feta wrap or something. And that was the first time I've had one in a long time. And I told my wife, I was just like, man, this brings back memories. She's like, of what? And I was just like, man, when I was cutting weight, like on the job, I would get this spinach and feta wrap because to me, I'm like, man, that's the healthiest thing on the menu. I might throw a little sriracha on there or something, but have that with some espresso. And that was my breakfast every day for like years because it was just, to me, it was just the healthiest thing. And it's not just what you eat, but it's like when you work out, timing of when you eat, what you eat, when you eat it, and then when you work out again. So it was just, I mean, it was a lot. And every day I would show up to work, probably, man, dead tired more than most because I had just put in a full workout before we actually started work.
Right.
And then I would show up to a workout after work.
Yeah.
And I would close my eyes, which was probably for like 5 minutes or so. And it felt like 2 hours. But those 5 minutes, man, I'm not even gonna bullshit you, man. I would cry sometimes, bro.
Yeah, bro. People don't know what it takes, man.
I would close my eyes and I would take a few deep breaths, and I'm just like, and I get a little emotional even thinking about it. God damn, I get a little emotional thinking about it because I would close my eyes and I would just think like, why am I doing this to myself, man? Like, oh my God, like what am I going through right now? And like looking back now, it's one of those things that, you see t-shirts and memes and signs of like Muhammad Ali, where it's like, sacrifice and kill yourself, your whole life for training, live the rest of your life like a champion.
For real, man.
And in all honesty, I look at it that way because I sacrificed so much and I dedicated so much to just not, being a good iron worker, but being a successful boxer. And it all kind of came hand in hand because ironworking teaches you to be a hard worker, be timely, be responsible, and all that. And that kind of ties into me being a timely, responsible, and hardworking boxer.
Right.
And now that it's done, it's like, I don't got the house yet, but I mean, I got a condo in a good neighborhood.
Yeah.
I got the wife. We're pregnant. We make good money. I mean, we're living the American dream. But all that kind of just ties in. Now that it's all over, like, I mean, I don't need nothing else. I'm good. I'm good as a successful iron worker. Again, it's like I'm not a successful boxer. I'm a successful iron worker that had a good boxing career.
No doubt, man. We keeping people on the edge because for the longest, I did not know the story. You told me the story. I think there's a lot of iron workers that are interested, a lot of people, man, that are interested that don't know the story. Before we do that, let me run this right quick.
On the distance, we go to the scorecards for the judges' decisions. Judge at ringside, Robert Hecko, saw the contest 96-93 in favor of Mike Jimenez. Judge at ringside, Alfredo Gallardo, saw the contest 96-93 in favor of Aaron Pryor Jr. And judge at ringside, Mike Fitzgerald, saw the contest 95-94 in favor of your winner by split decision and the new WBC Continental America's champion from Chicago, Mike Hollywood Jimenez.
Split decision.
Bro, honestly, tell me, bro. I remember that one, man. And
it almost brings me to tears every time,
bro.
man.
Huh?
I said it almost brings me to tears every time.
Bro, I'm about to be in tears, man, because you sit there and you talk about, bro, you sit in the gym and you shed some tears because you know in a minute here, I'm about to have to get up and push myself to a point that most regular people don't have to push themselves. In a minute here, I'm about to give it all. I already did a whole day, got a workout in, a boxer's workout, which is not a regular workout. And now here at the end of the day, I'm about to get it in. And you do it all, man, for that right there, bro, for all that hard work, man, that y'all beat the snot out of each other, bro. Y'all, that was a brawl, man. That was a straight up brawl, man. And you went ahead and you took home the belt, bro. Kudos to you, man. I tip my hat to you, man, because that takes some guts, bro. That takes some
I
straight up
appreciate
guts,
it, man.
man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That it's funny. People see that and like, man, looking at that guy, like that's crazy how big he is, and like blah blah blah. A lot of people might not understand that I had to do that twice.
I remember.
I had to do that twice, and believe it or not, man. So I did it once in May the year prior, and that was the hardest thing I ever had to do. And I beat that dude. Like, it went, for whatever reason, it went to a draw. I don't care what person on what side of the world watches that fight. They will constantly tell you that I beat that guy. And
he hit hard, bro. I didn't get hit by him, but he hit pretty. Like, saying he won no punk, man. And you like, dude, you took some.
Hell no. He was very good.
But you got him, man. But
the son of a legend. His father was Aaron Pryor. I mean, you got to be. If you fight and you're a bum and your father was Aaron Pryor, you should just stop before you even start. So, anyways, I had a fight in between, but when the title fight came about again, I was just dreading it. Like, please do not let it be Aaron Pryor again. Like, hey man, the opponent finally came about. It's gonna be we're gonna have a rematch for Aaron Pryor, and I wanted to shit. I was like, are you kidding me?
He wanted that belt, bro.
It's
he
not
wanted that belt. His side was mad, man. I was down in the lobby of that one, bro, and they was like, oh, he got Rob. I was like, man, he got him, man. He got the belt, bro. He got him. Oh, we'll be back.
Yeah. Say what you want, man. We got you, bro.
Yeah, right. You got him, man. Go ahead, man. I said we were gonna get into the story, man. What happened, bro? Where you had to give up boxing? I'm gonna go ahead and highlight you, man, and you let everybody know, man, like, because it was sudden, y'all. It wasn't something that just Go ahead.
So, I'll try and give you guys a quick story. So, a few fights after the fight that Ron just showed, which is one of the WBC title, we're on a high. We won a few more fights, and then I jumped up a weight class to fight for a light heavyweight title, and I lost that one in Boston, and it was a really good fight. Everything went great. The guy was bigger, he was better, and kudos to him. Charles Foster, good fighter out of Massachusetts, great dude. Him and I get along great. We still talk to this day. He won. No excuses. He was just a better fighter that night. So we just kind of looked at the next page, and we had a few fights on the radar. We had one in London that we signed up for, and that was like $75,000 that was going to be in London against another light heavyweight. I was like, all right, cool. And then it was a super middleweight fight in Italy for a separate title that they wanted us to fight for another big prize fight, which is around 75 grand. I'm like, let's go. I'm about to get married. There's more money for the wedding. Let's go. And unfortunately, I had the injury, and this is right when COVID happened. To give you a little bit of a timeline, my wife and I got engaged on March 7th. COVID hit the U.S. like March 16th or 17th or something, because we went out, actually, my wife's Irish, and we went out on St. Patrick's Day, which is like her holiday, March 17th or something like that year. And everyone's like, oh, don't go out. And it's her holiday. She's the boss. Let's go. We had a good time. Everything was all well. Fast forward, April 2nd, we show up to work, and it's like only mandatory work that's coming in for iron workers, unless you're there, like mandated by the government or whatever your facilitator is. Like you're not coming in. We came in, we're taking apart some stuff, and boom, I get hit in the eye by a piece of our material. I kind of had a blurry vision and whatnot, and it was just a lot of I don't know, and I kind of told my boss, like, hey man, I should probably go get it looked at, because I don't know, it feels like I hit in the eye pretty good. I don't know. He's like, oh, you'll be all right, you got hit in the eye. Long story short, I go to the eye doctor, and they're like, hey, this is above my pay grade. You need to go see a specialist. This is after like an hour. You're probably going to need surgery. You got bleeding in the eye. You got whatnot. Boom. They send me to a specialist. Within like 5 minutes, the specialist like, I was all right. We're going to need surgery. So I'm kind of just like, all right, well, like, what's the deal? He goes, no, we need like emergency surgery now. And I just started crying. I lost it. And, yeah, the following morning, 8 a.m., I had what's called a vitrectomy, not to be mistaken with a vasectomy. The following morning, and it was like a 5-hour long surgery, bunch of needles in my eye. I had my retina was completely detached. My lens was scratched. I had bleeding in the eye. I had a fluid buildup. My optic nerve was damaged. A whole bunch of stuff going on. So after surgery, everything healed up, and I had to have cataract surgery. A whole bunch of surgeries. My eye will never be the same. My vision will never be the same. Because my optic nerve is damaged, my vision will never be able to recover to a point of legal like type of vision. It's just what most people see. I'll show you on the good eye. So where's my camera? So it's like all black except like a little corner.
Wow.
A little corner up on the side. Yeah. A little bit of light comes through, but it's no vision. It's just light. So if I turn my head a little bit, I'll be able to see some light that comes through and some shadows, but there's no light. So because the optic nerve is damaged, the vision will never be the same. And if kind of like in Rocky 5, when they're like, oh, you can't get hit anymore because if your brain hits again the wrong way, it might be damaged, and you'll be, I don't know, critically brain damaged for the rest of your life. My eye is kind of the same, but it won't be critically damaged. It'll be probably dead. Like if that nerve breaks, my eye will probably die, and I just can't get hit anymore. Yeah. And it is what it is, but I've given what I gave to the sport, and I gave a lot of my life and a lot of heart and everything for the sport, and I'm at peace with it now. But there was a lot of down and dark times that I went through, kind of just
Yeah.
dealing with everything, because
It was sudden, bro.
it okay. It's like you got Mike as the man,
Yeah.
and then you got the iron worker and the
Yeah.
boxer.
Yeah.
Where's the camera? Here it is.
Yeah.
You got the iron worker and the boxer. Boom. They both get ripped out from under you.
Yeah.
Now it's just
Who
face.
am I? Yeah.
And you got to kind of figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And all of 2020, we didn't know if I was going to be able to like box or iron work again.
Yeah.
We were in hopes that, we'd all be good.
Right.
And then when they finally gave us that word that I couldn't, it's like, well, what are you going to do now? And it was just a lot of stress and just
right.
a little bit of depression, which is like those words don't really fall in the kind of the makeup of me. And it was really hard times to go through. Luckily, my wife was with me, and my family and my close friends were there to kind of bounce things off of and kind of help me kind of recoup and everything. But it was just, it was tough, man. Like I went through a really, really down patch, and again, like those are not my makeups. Like,
bro, I don't care who you are. Like you said, man, I hear a lot of guys, ironworking guys, man. I think they actually talk to them now, but when they go to retire, they talk to them and they tell them, like, get some hobbies, man, because dude, it used to be, man, a lot of cats quit ironworking, and then a month later, 2 months later, they were dead, man, because they didn't know what to do with their lives. It's like they just they had no more purpose, man. Now you talk about that's just ironworking, bro. Boxing was a huge part of your life, period. You get both of those ripped out from under you, and dude, it's okay to say, who am I? Everything that my day revolved around, everything that, I still got family, but even with family, man, family came to fights. Even with ironworkers came to fights. And then at work, we talked about the fights. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it was your whole life, man. You always humble, bro. I gotta tell this story. I was at your charity boxing match, y'all. My man bought he had a charity boxing match where he boxed Jason McKee, I believe, the fullback for the Bears. He was a fullback, retired fullback for the Bears. So y'all, I'm at this fight. First of all, I look up in the stand and I see all the 91, 92, 93, the championship Bulls. Bill Cartwright, I believe BJ Armstrong, I could be wrong.
Except for Jordan.
Except for Jordan. Might have been John Paxson, man. Dude, but they all sitting up there. Then I look in the crowd, man. I see my boy Joe was like, is that Johnny Knox? Y'all don't understand. I'm a fan. If you didn't know, I talk about it since the season started every week, man. So I said, bro, that's Johnny Knox. In case you don't know who Johnny Knox is, he was supposed to be the new Mr. Ridiculous, Devin Hester. Devin Hester is a Hall of Famer, y'all. And Johnny Knox was about to break all of his records and take his place. Long story short, Johnny Knox is running in the game, and he got a career-ending injury, but everybody still loved this dude, man. So I see him in the crowd. I'm fanboying. I run up to Johnny Knox and I'm like, man, can I please get a picture with you? Oh man, I love you. And I didn't even care. That's Johnny Knox. So I go and take a picture with him. All of a sudden, here come Mike. He pat me on the shoulder. What's up, Ron? And Johnny turned to him and was like, what's up, Mike? I said, yo, man, you know Johnny Knox. And then after that, man, after he got done boxing Jason McKee, he go up by Bill Cartwright and all them. He's slapping them up, man. They say, what's up, Mike? I'm like, bro, you know all these cats, man. Long story short, Mike kicks it with a lot of these cats, man. He ain't gonna tell you that, but I'm gonna tell you, I was mad that I was like, I wasn't jealous, but just a little bit that you got, Johnny Knox, bro. And I was like, yo, but I kind of want to segue into this because you told me, man, when that happened in your life, man, you let that go. And I hope I'm not crossing the line here, but you said, man, that when you had this, man, that he called you up and kind of told you, like, kind of gave you some advice, man, because this dude was the next Mr. Ridiculous. This dude, Johnny Knox, if y'all don't know him, man, this dude would have been a Hall of Famer by right now. And when you have all of that NFL career, not just NFL career, Hall of Famer, and it gets taken from you, yo, bro, you're going to go through some heartache and pain. And that's the man that talked to you.
Yeah, I actually reached out to Johnny.
Mhm.
Him and I have a little bit of a relationship just through mutual friends, and we talk. I don't wanna like get anyone skeptical, like him and I are buddy buddy or whatever. But no, we talk. Like we see
Yeah,
each other,
right. He's
we're
a friend.
friends. Like
Yeah.
we talk. It's not that kind of relationship. But anyways, so I reached out to him, and I just asked him, like, hey man, on a personal level, I just want to talk and just see how did you cope with everything that happened so fast, and what did you do, what relationships did you kind of grow, and what hoops did you have to jump through to kind of let all of this kind of settle in and kind of just
Mhm.
help you cope with the fact that you're no longer going to be Johnny Knox, the NFL player, and Johnny Knox,
Yeah.
the football player.
Yeah.
You're
Period.
now going to
Yeah.
be Johnny Knox, the man, the husband, the father, and whatever else, falls ahead. And, we had a long conversation with me just about, it is about those relationships. It is about those people that, you cope with, those people that you deal with, the people that you can kind of lean on, and just when you got to cry, you're going to cry. When you're going to be happy, you're going to be happy. But you're going to cry again.
Yeah.
And you just have to realize that, like, there's more life, there's more things to come. And obviously there's a lot more to the conversation that went in, that
Yeah.
it's just like a little bit more personal between him and I. But
Yeah. Yeah.
those
Yeah.
are the
No
things
doubt.
that is kind of like, you understand as a man, like it's kind of hard to understand at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, there is more.
Yeah.
People aren't just gonna forget me because I don't have that title anymore.
Mhm.
I still have to be the man, the father, and ahead of time, I'm gonna be the father, which now, we got a baby on the way, and those are the things that kind of have to keep you happy, keep you motivated. And it was hard. And I'm just happy that I had those type of
That's-
oh yeah, that's my beautiful wife.
Congratulations.
And
Yeah. Congratulations, bro.
there's me looking okay, but she makes us look real good, and our baby's gonna make us look even better. But yeah, it's a weird way of him letting me know, like, hey man, life is a beautiful thing. And even if we had nothing,
Mm.
like, we have so much, we got so
Yeah.
much, and we have a
Yeah.
lot more to look forward to.
Yeah.
Again, looking forward to being a better husband, being more of
Right.
a husband,
Right.
being that father,
Right.
and being there as a family man, and
Yeah.
all that. And if you're a man of whatever religion you come from, and just
Yeah.
being more and giving to all that. And
Right.
for me, it was just like, well, what do I do to be okay with
Right.
not being a boxer or an
Right.
iron worker or whatever,
Right.
just being this man that's known by many people as this thing.
Right.
And he didn't really even go into all that, because for
Mhm.
him it was just like, man, like, you have so much more to give, you don't even know it yet. And that's where he's at now. And I talk to him still to this day about little things here and there, and him going with his kids to the market, or
Yeah.
to a restaurant or whatever,
Yeah.
or to Disney World. And it's
Yeah.
just, and I can't wait for that. It's an
Right.
amazing thing that I still have to look forward to. But
Yeah.
it was at the time really, really tough, because I joke with my wife, like, hey man, like, I'm not Hollywood no more. I'm
Right.
not this or that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just
Player
this
card might
dude.
be
Like,
gone.
yeah, like,
You don't know me. You ain't know me back then, but
yeah,
it's all right.
like, we still cool. Like,
Right.
I mean, it's a shot at your pride, man. And that
Yeah.
was that
Yeah.
was that was a big thing that was hard for me, especially to talk to ironworkers about.
Mhm.
Especially to talk to ironworkers about was
Mhm.
like that I got injured, and that
Mhm.
I can't do the job anymore, because
Mhm.
being an ironworker is a very prideful job.
Yeah.
Very prideful job.
Yeah.
When I go around the city with family from out of town, and this place and that place, whatever, friends, people don't ask me about boxing, and people like boxing. Yes, is a part of my life, but when I'm around the city, it's like, man, I worked on this job, and I worked
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
job, and I worked on this
yep,
job, and working in
yep.
one of the most prominent, beautiful, amazing architectural
Man,
cities in the world.
man,
There is so much to point out, so much to
bro.
be grateful for.
Yeah,
The career that we are given
no
and being,
doubt. No doubt. I'm
a
trying to
part
get
of.
traction. I'm trying to get traction on TikTok and Instagram and all of that, man, with the VNO. And so I still have my personal stuff. I'll drop some on the VNO page, but I'll still drop some VNO stuff on my personal page. So I dropped the VNO stuff like 6, 7, 8 views. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to gain some traction. Instagram gonna make me pay for it, but it's cool. You know, it's all right, y'all.
I have my wife share it on her TikTok.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. But dude, so I dropped that, and it's interesting stuff, bro. This is stuff that might be able to change somebody's life. This is people dropping dimes, man. You know what I mean? They dropping some info, and then I post a swinging crane and us acting just crazy, man. 1,300 views, 10,000 views, 1,300 likes. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's one of those things where it's like, I be the beholder or whatever you call it.
yeah,
Like a person might see Ron Reed in front of a microphone. Oh, okay, 7 views.
yeah,
Person
whatever.
might see a big ass crane on top of a building, 1,300 views.
Yeah, man.
It's one of those
Yeah.
things like, I'll post a picture of my, I'm a little biased, but smoking hot, super sexy wife.
Right.
And it'll get, a few hundred views, whatever.
Right. Somebody looking, they might not have
I'll
liked
post a
it.
picture of our 2 dogs.
You're-
Man, views out the wazoo.
That's
like
bogus.
1,000 views. Like,
That's bogus.
but that's just how it is, man.
Right.
Like, you want a lot of views, like, put a dog in your photo.
Yeah, right, right, right.
Or a hot chick with some boobies or whatever. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, that's,
Yeah.
that's the things that they kind of sell. So.
Right, right. Speaking of, you were talking about giving, man. I'm about to put up a little video of you giving something.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go, Mikey. There we go, Mikey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he gave it. He was giving. Yes, sir. Mike
Yeah,
is a
that is
giver.
that's called a 2-piece crispy.
Right. Hey, that's you giving, man. I got another one for
It
you.
was probably a 10-piece crispy over the time of that.
Right.
A lot of people see that that clip. It's from a few angles, but
Uh,
kind of looks like I caught with a
It
solid
did.
one there.
Mhm.
But it's
Yeah, it
called
did.
it's called the chin roll. It's called the chin roll. I'll have to
Okay.
send it to you on the side motion
All right,
because
yeah, man. Let me know.
I-
Let me
I-
know.
a couple clips of that. Like,
Yeah.
man, how'd you not get smoked by that punch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a chin during my career. I had a very solid chin, but regardless if he caught me or not, like I gave it the chin roll where as the punch comes in, you roll with it and just glances right off.
Right. Right.
It's a timing thing, but
Yeah.
yeah, I caught that and I happened to catch him at the right time, and that guy was an Olympic boxer for Cuba like a few years prior.
Yeah.
It was a tough fight, man, but those are the things where inches, centimeters, like just a little
Bro.
bit. I was able
Yeah.
to do that where he could have smoked me, but I came back and smoked him and put him down, and that's what won me the fight because it was a real close fight, and I believe I only won that fight by like 2 or 3 points, and
Okay.
in a 10-round fight, that goes a long way. So
Yeah. 10 rounds. Oh my God, man. You want to talk about dedication? Bro, I have a hard time running for 15 minutes. You 10 rounds, y'all don't even understand, man, the amount of dedication. I got another one for him, man. I think this might be.
Here, baby.
Having gone the distance.
All right, we're going to roll past that one. Is this from another? Is this the same one or is this from another? Hey, they
Yeah.
was hating you,
That
bro.
was my first ever TV fight on ESPN. I'm sorry,
No.
second ever TV fight, first ever on ESPN. But before the fight, ESPN came in. They were calling me Iron Mike, like Iron Mike Tyson,
Yeah,
because
right.
Worker Mike, Iron Mike, Iron Mike, and I kept correcting like, no, it's Hollywood, it's Hollywood,
Hollywood.
Iron Mike, Iron Mike. So it was originally a 6-round fight, and they made it a swing bout instead of So TV for ESPN is scheduled for 2 fully scheduled fights, which is maybe an 8-rounder and a 10-rounder. I was a 6-rounder, which was a swing bout. So the first fight, if it goes like 2 or 3 rounds, to bring in the swing bout, which is like a 4-round fight, something to eat TV time.
Right.
So the first round ended in like 3 or 4 rounds or something. And they're like, hey, is it okay if we bring your fight to 4 rounds? Because I was undefeated, and this guy was like 7-1 or 8-1 or something.
Okay.
I was like 6-0. I don't know. And I was just like, I only need a couple rounds. You know, a round or 2. Like, I get this guy dialed in. They're like, oh, yeah, okay. I'm like, you don't believe me? I'm like, what's up? Let's go. So they give it the swing bout, and that was the second round. I was waiting for him to throw this right hand.
Yeah.
It was actually a left hook. And you'll see in the tape, he opens up real wide for this left hook, and I just sit on the right hand, and boom.
Got him.
Just
Got
dropped
him.
But
Got him.
it was literally, it was a game plan the whole time, and I was just waiting for it. But
Right.
it's funny you call me humble now, but like at the time I was like, man, F this guy, screw this guy, whatever. But his name's Jordan Brown.
Yeah.
He's a union guy from Minnesota or Iowa, something like that. Like, we still keep in touch. He's a good dude. Like, I hate to say like I knocked the guy out and beat him up and all that. Just, hey, I'm a married, washed up softy now.
Right.
But no, he's a good dude. You know, he's a good dude. He does some type of work over there or whatever. And
right. But you knocked him out.
I had to smoke him that night. So
yeah, you knocked him out. Dude, I know you humble, man, but you know and I know I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to do a couple things in life. You've done some things in life. Yeah, humble is a thing, man, but you also have to have confidence, almost on the verge of an arrogance, when you know you can do something. And this is what I tell people, man, about Kobe. I used to not like Kobe, bro, but then I used to say he was arrogant. But the thing is, bro, Kobe can be arrogant because when you was asleep, Kobe was in the gym. When you was out kicking it with your boys after the game, Kobe was in the gym. When you was out talking to your girlfriend, Kobe was in the gym. So that's not arrogance, bro. You know you put in that work, so you have to.
Hey, what's Rick Ross saying the song to all them haters and his girl and everybody else? Like, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym,
right?
Yo, that's what me and my boys used to say all the time.
Yeah.
But like about punches, like,
yeah,
I used to miss birthday parties and family parties and union outings and this and that and everything, but it was all for a better cause. It was all for a greater cause. And if you got, you know, the heart and everything to kind of suck it up and know that you're going to be putting work in for a greater purpose and putting in work for something else that's bigger than a greater picture, again, sacrifice now, live the rest of your life like a champion. If you know that you can suck it up and hopefully have an even grain of salt of that, which is what I feel like I'm living now. Like, I get maybe a couple grains of salt of that right now. Like, I feel like I'm soaking all that up because everyone I come across are just grateful of what I did and the sacrifices I made. And, you know, it is what it is. But you really got to, like, give up a part of your life and give up some of that to kind of hopefully live better later in life. And that's, you know, that's what the great ones do, and that's what the good ones do. And I'm happy for everything to happen. But, you know,
no doubt, man.
you do definitely have to make those sacrifices and miss out on so much.
They went in the gym shoe, man. So that's why you know,
Yeah.
for the work that you put in before work, the work you put in after work, the birthday parties, the weekend work, you can turn around and tell the TV crew, hey, y'all better schedule somebody after this one because Buddy done in
Oh,
4.
you already know. And it's funny because you talk about, you know, you got to be humble and blah, blah, blah. And
Right.
you got to have a little bit of arrogance, whatever. Like, hey,
Yeah.
man, with a name like Hollywood, like, you couldn't not come in a little arrogant and a little
Right.
this and a little
Right.
that. Like, bro, you knew me
Right.
back then. Like, I had a mohawk. I had the tattoos. I had a
Yeah.
chip on my shoulder. I had
Yeah.
some swag.
Yeah.
I had the arrogance. I had all that. And
Yeah.
my wife laughs now. She's like, man, I can't picture you like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy
Right.
about that because
Right.
I was a different dude. I was
Yeah.
out for the kill. I was out
Yeah.
smelling blood.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Not
coming to
just in
get
the
it.
ring either.
Yeah. Yeah. She knows. She knows. Yeah. Humping Hollywood was a name on a couple of them jobs too. So
Look, bro, you were in a sports arena, man, and your wife, man, I'm so happy for you, bro, that you got,
thank you,
you know,
brother.
now
Thank
you
you.
on a different side of your life. But I remember, Mike, man, dude, I could tell you was in love when you first came and you said you were getting married, man. I kind of remember that when you were posting it, and I think I might have seen you a couple times, and I was like, this dude got a look in his eye, man. He must have threw that player card away, man. He ripped it up
Bro, it's
before
not
the
just
play.
you, man. It's honestly everybody. And
Yeah.
to be completely honest with you, speaking about my wife
Mhm.
and like our relationship and
Mhm.
just being in love, man, with
Yeah.
her is just the easiest thing for me to talk about. And it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy because like the experiences that you and I shared, the experiences that I've had with other people, and the way that you knew me back then, whatever, like I was just like cocky and swaggy and just had this
Mhm.
arrogance. And like back then, like, hey, if I am I ever gonna get married? Maybe. Do I care? No,
Yeah.
not really. Am I ever gonna find this girl, the right one?
Yeah.
Well, no, but again, like I'm happy, I'm cool. I don't really need that. I
Right.
met her and it literally the day I met her, as cheesy as it sounds and all that, like we talk about all the time. It's like it was like love at first sight. Like, she
Mm.
changed me
Yeah.
and had a hook in me so deep
Mhm.
that it changed everything.
Yeah.
Everything, man. And
Yeah.
I'm happy for it. I'm better for it. And I'll say
Yeah.
it time and time again.
Yeah.
She's the best thing, the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. And now, you know, she's gonna give us and our families the
Man.
greatest gift that you can receive as a child. And
Yeah.
oh man, we're so happy. But again, like she was that it for me, man. And
That's it.
it's
That's
just a
it.
beautiful thing. And that's what life's all about.
Yeah, man,
And
no doubt, bro. For
yeah,
real.
man, I'm
You met
grateful.
her before
I'm
the
happy and I'm
accident, right?
blessed.
You met her before the accident, right?
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
met her our first date was July 1st, 2017. But I met
27th,
her.
right.
Oh yeah, that was the day I met her, July 1st.
Really? Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, our first date was actually like a couple days later, but that was the day I met her,
Right.
which was a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert at United Center. And then we had our
That's
first
dope.
date like Monday or Tuesday or something, like a few days
Right.
later. But
Right.
yeah. Yeah, man. But it was all just a Cinderella dressing just all
Yeah.
spilled into one, man, because
Yeah.
she gave it all, man. And
It's
she gave it all for me, and it was all just, you know, the thing at midnight. And she was
yeah,
the glass slipper for me, man, because
that's
it's all
dope,
been a
man.
blessing ever since. And
That's dope.
yeah.
We gonna wrap it up here soon, man. But you said something, bro. You said, you know, everybody's like, you know, you getting married. You're like, man, I'm not even thinking about that. I don't need that. But the crazy thing is, bro, you meet her, and then you kind of told me like the accident, man, how everything just kind of got lonely. You didn't even realize that you were gonna need that, bro. You know what I mean? Like you did.
Mhm.
She was there for you. You know what I'm saying? After you explaining to me like you needed that. You didn't know that you needed it at the time, but time happened.
100%. So
Yeah.
I don't care if she was like a UPS worker or she worked a
Mhm.
subway or she worked at, you know, in an office building or she could have been an iron worker, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know, she's a nurse. so I had everything kind of crossed off with that one,
Right.
but she got furloughed, which is basically like you got put on unemployment because work was slow,
Right.
but we're gonna bring you back when work picks back up. So my accident happened, and like that week they were like, "Hey, we need people to go on furlough," and she was like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." So she went on furlough for like 3 months. So that whole time that I was like licking my wounds and
Yeah.
banged up with my
Yeah.
injury,
Yeah.
she was right there with me the entire way.
That's dope. Yeah.
And I remember calling my mom that first week, and I was like, "Man, could you imagine if this was like last year and I was, still that crazy MFer I used to be?" Like I was like,
Yeah.
I would have had to move back in with you. Like things would be a
Right.
totally
Yeah.
different situation. Like,
Yeah.
but everything worked out great, and then she got furloughed again. But everything just, again, like I can't, knock on wood, man, I can't be more thankful the way that everything worked out.
Right.
I'm just very blessed, man, the way everything worked out. But
No doubt.
it was very scary times, man. But yeah, it all came as a blessing in disguise, man.
Yeah.
And, for all those single dudes out there, or guys that are looking for love, I tell my brother and other people all the time, that are asking me about different things, like when's the time, who's the right one, blah blah blah. It's like, listen, man, don't go chasing it. Don't go looking for it too hard, and don't force it, because listen, they're all crazy. They're all crazy. I don't care who you are. My wife's crazy too. Shit, I'll say it. She knows it. But it's all about the crazy.
Yeah.
That you can take. It's the crazy that makes you happy. What type of crazy you can handle, and the crazy that makes you like want to not live without that crazy. That's that crazy that makes you like want to be in love with that crazy. And at the end of the day, it's obviously the woman behind all that, and it's like that's what you gotta look forward to. Don't look for like that perfect one and this and that, because hey, man, there's a front behind everybody.
Yeah, it's work, man.
I mean, it could be any year, regardless. You're gonna figure out somebody eventually.
Right.
But it's all about figuring those people out and whatever it is. But yeah,
somebody didn't want Halle Berry, yo.
So, yeah,
somebody. It's work.
If you can't tell, I'm head over heels for my wife, and we've only been married a year, but we've been together for almost 6 years, and
that's dope.
No, we're great, man. We're great, and I wouldn't want to manage myself any other way without her, because happiest I've ever been. I'm very grateful for her.
That's
for
what's up, man.
For our situation, and our baby on the way and everything else. So we're good. We're good.
That's what's up. Yo, man, I want to thank you with all of my heart, man. I said an hour. We went well over an hour. I don't know. I'm glad you don't have that eye.
Good,
now
baby.
You can't see the
we're
time.
good. Yeah, we're good. I see it
But
over there.
but I appreciate you. Yo, iron workers, every union worker, iron workers first, man.
Hell yeah.
Happy Labor Day. All of y'all hung in there with us.
They got
You got it?
Yeah. I don't know how to work this camera over here. Oh yeah, I got my local
you
7
got
from Boston on right
Boston.
here.
Yeah,
Boston, I got my local 7 on right here. I got some 416. I got some 63.
There we go.
I got some, I think this is Northeastern States.
Yeah.
Southwestern, local 392.
Yeah.
Some it's California District Council. I got some I think that's 416 too.
Yeah.
Some WBC action, international. That's 392.
Dope. Got the spud ring.
Yeah, I mean, I got. Hey, man, I'm an iron worker at heart, man. So I got everybody on there.
That's dope, man. That just shows you how much you love it, man. Y'all thank you, everybody, man, for hanging in there with us. Everybody, enjoy your Labor Day tomorrow, man. Iron workers, look, we the only ones that's got a whole mural out that people hang on their walls, man. The iron worker, you know what I'm saying?
Got it up in my house.
Happy Labor Day.
Yes, sir.
We work hard,
Yes, sir.
man. Mike, thank you for everything that you've done. Say hello to your family. Tell them thank you for letting me have some of your time, bro. This was great, man. This was awesome. Yo, if y'all got to hear about what happened with my man, we got to watch some of your old videos, bro. You are an awesome guy with a huge heart, man. Congratulations on your child, man. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait for you. Hey, yo, VNO, we out, y'all.
Man. Hey, real quick, I just want to say again, happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to everyone out there, and just thankful for all of our workers out there, union, non-union, whatever.
Mhm.
But labor is the movement. Worker power, voice in a workplace. Get a contract behind you, but look at our history of this country. Look at who built this country. It's all about the worker movement, union labor, pride in your workplace, and have some power behind what you do, guys. Get what you deserve, get what you earned. And if you don't have it, definitely look into your local organizing movements and get behind it. And hey, if you don't got some, holler at me. I'll come find you. So peace and love, guys. Thank you.
VNO, what you know?
VNO, what you know?
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? And we're just waiting in line to wake up?